Welcome back. Now, remember how I said that there wasn't much difference whether you choose to play as Kei or Yumi? Well, there is one minor difference. Certain monkeys in the game are part of the Yumi fan club, and if you're playing as Yumi and you walk over to them, they get big hearts in their eyes and they become paralyzed with love. How paralyzed? I'll show you. I just gave that monkey a brutal beating, but he still loves Yumi. So yeah, if you play as Yumi, it's a slightly easier mode where certain monkeys won't fight against you. So really it comes down to, do you want to play as a girl or a boy, and which character design do you like more? Now let me tell you something. Ape Escape 3 is, without a doubt, my favorite Ape Escape game ever made. And now I can finally get into why that's the case. Allow me to introduce you to Morph Gear. This is the biggest game changer in all of Ape Escape. For the longest time, I thought the only way to innovate Ape Escape was to add more interesting gadgets, but I was wrong. They found another path. Morph Gear allows your character to transform into several different modes, which give you wildly powerful abilities and new capture methods. Now, let's go over each and every transformation. Fantasy Knight gives your character a shield, a powerful melee attack, and gives you a sacred circle to capture monkeys in. Wild West Kid is great against flying saucer monkeys, or if you think you're going to get outgunned, as it allows you to use 2 pistols to fire a powerful volley of shots. You can also whip out a rifle and fire a capture net. Miracle Ninja allows you the abilities to walk on a tightrope as well as run across certain walls. I wish you could run across a lot more walls than just the ones with the special symbols on it, but oh well, it's a nice addition to the series. You also have an interesting combo attack. You can summon 2 small ninja dolls by spinning the right analog stick, which will fight with you to give you an even greater combo. By clicking down the right analog stick, you send forth a shadow clone that can capture monkeys. Great when you want to take him down from a distance, just like the Wild West Kid can. The Genie Dancer is the most different of all the Morph Gear. It allows you to bring out a genie that can enter certain pots to reach areas that you can't. By spinning the right analog stick, the genie will start to dance, which pretty much forces all monkeys and enemies to dance, making them completely helpless, allowing you to hit them or capture them by sending forth a musical score that wraps around them. The Dragon Kung Fu Fighter gives you a lot of hand-to-hand combat moves. It also gives you a kick-ass gotcha net that's a nunchuck. If you activate that technique and go flailing around that capture nunchuck, I guarantee you'll catch something. You can also circle the right analog stick to power you up, and your attacks allow you to break down certain walls. The Cyber Ace is by far the most amazing of all the Morph Gear. It allows you to do a long double air dash, which lets you reach far-off platforms. By circling the right analog stick, you can release a powerful shock attack, though I haven't found it to be that useful, as enemies are prone to hit you before they get affected by it. By tilting the right analog stick, you can fire ricocheting energy blasts all over the place. You feel so powerful when you do it. I forgot to mention when I was talking about gadgets that one gadget from the classic Ape Escape has been removed. And that's the Magic Punch, which was obviously removed because it was just supposed to be a more powerful stun club. And with Morph Gear, you don't need a more powerful stun club. You're flinging energy blasts, you're shooting stuff, it's really satisfying. In its place, after beating the game, you're given your last Morph Gear, the Super Monkey. The Super Monkey has no offensive or capture capabilities, but it does allow you to sneak in on monkeys, and they're completely unaware of who you are. You can get them to clap and dance with you, and then switch back to your regular mode and capture them before they notice what's going on. The main feature of the Super Monkey is that there are certain doors that can only be opened by monkeys, so you knock on these certain doors and they let you in. The Super Monkey is great for when you want to get up close and view some monkeys. As much as I hate to admit it, no amount of info I give you on the Morph Gear can represent how much fun they are in this game. The Morph Gear is the main reason I recommend this game to any Ape Escape fan. Of course, if you're an Ape Escape fan and you haven't played this game yet, what's wrong with you? And that pretty much covers all the new gameplay features. Let's talk briefly about the soundtrack and the voice acting. I don't have that much to say about the music. It's really your usual Ape Escape fare. One thing I have noticed is that in just about every soundtrack of every level, there's a constant drum beat in the background of every theme. Just listen to this. Until I was specifically listening to the music, I really never noticed, but it is rather repetitive. Other than that, the sound design team did a rather good job of creating just the right themes for every level. The theme for the ocean level feels slow and soothing. While the theme for the outer space level feels big and booming. Trying to sound all epic for the big final confrontation coming up. It may not be the most memorable music, but it's pleasant to the ears. The voice acting this time isn't nearly as good as it was in Ape Escape 2, and that's pretty sad when the 4Kids voice acting group is actually pretty dang good in comparison to your voice acting group. It's not the voices themselves that are exactly bad, it's the delivery that really messes things up. Now take a look at this scene. Watch Kay's face and listen to what he says.
Orders from who?
From Spectre, of course! Who else?
Spectre?
Whoops! Oh, I forgot that it was against the rules to say his name. You little brat! This is all your fault!
You're the one who said it!
Shut up!
Did you see that? From Kay's face, we could clearly see that he was trying to use a sarcastic tone, but the voice actress just delivered it like a normal line. It just comes off weird. The voice actress who plays Aki says everything the same exact way. That's why I said the character was an optimist and happy about everything.
Good job. Captured monkey teleportation. Complete. Just what's going on here? I guess that everything Natalie said was true. I guess that those monkeys are causing havoc all over the world. We have to capture all of those monkeys and stop their TV shows.
It just sounds really odd. One of the few voice actors that manages to pull off his job pretty well is the voice actor who does Spectre. None of his delivery feels messed up at all. He does a very similar performance to how the Ape Escape 2 voice actor did Spectre.
Oh, leave me alone. Who couldn't laugh at that?
You're horrible! Laughing at someone's pain? How would you feel if everyone laughed at you?
Oh, forget it. My double paradise plan is still on. And it's not like you'll ever manage to reach me here.
As far as the voice actors themselves, I looked them up on IMDb and discovered that Nolan North does Dr. Tomoki. Yeah, Nolan North, the guy who voices Nathan Drake, does this weirdo.
Welcome to my exquisite lair. That's right. So sorry to disappoint. Mr. Spectre is no longer here. He's quite busy, you know.
Think of that the next time you play Uncharted. One other interesting mention is Debbie Derryberry, and that's a funny name by the way, who did the voice of Monkey Pink, also did the voice of, that's right, the aliens from Toy Story. Never would have gotten that connection without IMDb. Alright, it's time to finish up this look at Ape Escape 3 by talking about all the collectibles you can get in the game. You see, Ape Escape 3 has the same coin system that occurred in Ape Escape 2. Once you go back to the TV station base, you can go to the shopping center and buy collectibles with all the coins you gathered in the levels. In the hobby shop, you can buy various mini games, just like in every Ape Escape game. In the music shop, you can buy music tracks, of course, but you can also buy genie dance music as well as the cinematics that you can rewatch whenever you want. At the Monkey Cinema, you can watch all the movies that you've recorded the monkeys doing in each level. In Monkey Mart, you can buy stuff to help you on your way, like extra lives, cookies. I wish they just refilled your cookies once you finished a level like every other game does, but nope, you gotta buy them at a shop. One thing that really annoys me is that the only way to get special ammunition for your slingshot is to buy it at the store. Whatever happened to enemies dropping it? They don't in this game for no reason. It's just buy it in a store, okay. Once you've bought a whole bunch of goodies, you can go back to the main TV station and check out several designated areas where you can view the stuff you bought. At the home theater, you can view the cinematic movie tapes you bought, or you can listen to music on the music disc. The Genie Dance area lets you change the music that plays when you make your Genie Dance. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with the gallery. You can look through the Monkeypedia and see little information bits on all the monkeys you've caught. You can look through weird photos, which is basically concept art for the levels. You can look through Mon-Fiction, which is little stories about all the monkeys you've caught. The channel guide gives humorous descriptions of all the levels in the game. You can also look at concept art for all the main characters. Or you can look at the concept art for the little enemies, which are called teleborg cards. Lastly, you can change what your RC car looks like just like you could in Primed and Pumped and Ape Escape 2. The fortune telling area doesn't feature anything that you buy. Instead, it gives you a daily fortune, an astrological forecast, and a love fortune for you and that special someone. Alright, if you've seen my other Ape Escape videos, then you knew this was coming. It's time to talk about the mini-games. You see, in every main series Ape Escape game, they always include little mini-games that you get to play. They vary from the horrible monkey boxing to the pretty fun monkey soccer. Just like the other two Ape Escape games, this one features 3 minigames. First up is Super Monkey Throw Stadium, and I have to say, this may be one of the worst Ape Escape minigames I have ever played. Remember those terrible minigames in the original Mario Party where you'd have to rotate the analog stick as fast as you could to win? You know, the ones that ended up destroying people's palms and Nintendo ended up having to send everyone special gloves because of it? Yeah, Sony thought it was a good idea to bring that back. You're basically a monkey throwing another monkey and trying to get a good distance on it. You rotate the right analog stick and let it go at the right time. But it's really hard to do. I mean, really hard to do. You're spinning so fast that it's hard to time it right, spinning faster than the barrels in Donkey Kong Country. I expected after I got a good throw, I'd see that monkey flinging pretty far, but it's very pitiful, or at least I'm very pitiful at it. At any rate, I don't want to play it anymore. Next minigame. Now here's one that's actually pretty fun. It's called Ultim Ape Fighter. As opposed to your usual fighters like Street Fighter where you have a bunch of button presses, every move in Ultim Ape Fighter requires you to push the analog sticks in different directions. For example, blocking is pushing both sticks to the left, slashing forward is both sticks to the right, and there are various other combinations to do flip kicks and flying kicks too. It's pretty fun, and there's also a multiplayer mode. Plus, you can change up the rules to say how many rounds it takes to win. It's definitely more entertaining than Super Monkey Throw Stadium, that's for sure. Heck, there's even a silly story to it. Something about revenge, of course. So, that was Ape Escape 3, and after playing it again, it really holds up. The Morph Gear changes up the gameplay, and basically, annoying enemies that would have been causing trouble in other Ape Escape games are easily blown apart. I intend to come back to it a lot in the future. Well, that's all for now, but we still have millions of monkeys to get to, and don't worry, that last minigame, I'm gonna give it its own special video. See you next time!